Hello. Brief note, it's a challenge. I challenge you to sit through J.D. Vance's speech, which I don't feel was well received. He's not talented. He genuflected. They all have to genuflect. The crowd used to get some sort of a sexual charge out of these genuflections, but I think now they've become rote, and even the MAGA crowd is a little bit bored and want to move on to something else. Not sure what. But they won't let the surrogates show the cruelty and the savagery and the despicable manners of Trump. Only Trump is allowed to do that. He's a very special person. He's granted rights that MAGA does not grant to the others. And the others have tried it. Look at Kristi Noem, thinking that this was a theater of cruelty. But it only works for Trump somehow. It doesn't work for Hawley. It doesn't work for Cotton. It doesn't work for Cruz. It doesn't work for Kristi Noem. It only seems to work for this guy. And this guy, got bored with the plan, and so he just reverted. He just stood up there and went on and on. My feeling was that neither speech was well received. And one can find amusement in his bandage, since he's so vain that he didn't want to wear the COVID mask that might save lives, because he didn't think he looked good in it. So he was against the use of the mask, even though he, as president, ought to have been encouraging everybody to wear the mask. And yet here he has a bandage on his ear that's about the size of a plasterboard wall. Anyway, that said, you are permitted a bong, you are permitted a rock glass, a bottle of whiskey, and a lot of ice. But let's see if you can sit through these speeches as I did. Analytically, there's something kind of interesting about it all. But I can't put my finger on it. And I tried explaining in previous videos, and I had to trash them because I'm just not that sharp and I'm not that good a communicator. I can only tell you that it is an interesting thing to just sit there and let this wash over you, these two speeches, to give you a sense of where the empire has staggered.